it's Lucy Orr from Old Stables Craft, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in South Oxfordshire in the UK. Today I'm doing a kind of make it up as I go along but not quite card. I have just had some delightful news, and by the time you see this it will be about a week old, that one of my customers has just given birth to a daughter. So I thought it would be nice to send her a congratulations card, her and her husband. Let's be fair, he did have something to do with it. So I've pulled out Little One, which I love. Now, I'm not heavily into children, but this stamp set I really, really love. So I'm combining Little One with the So Lovely. Gosh, why don't I ever look these things up? It is called the Bundle of Love. Designer series paper, and it's a specialty paper, so it's foiled on one side and printed on the other, and it's in Blushing Bride and I want to say Pool Party, Soft Sky. Okay, so it's very vanilla on either Blushing Bride or Soft Sky, and because the new member of the family is a girl, I've gone for Blushing Bride. So I've got a standard card base, which I have, so it's A4 card, cut in half, scored down the middle to make an A6 card base. Then I've cut a mat from this lovely gold foiled paper. And this is my standard 5 5/8 by 3 7/8 mat. So I shall stick that down straight away. So that is done. Now the next mat I normally do slightly larger than I've actually done, but I wanted to show off more of this gorgeous specialty paper. So it is a slightly different measurement, which I will give you. So make sure I've got the right one. So this piece I have cut at 3 and let me check, 3.5 by 5 1/4. Normally I do something slightly different. I won't confuse you by what it is, but the measurements will be linked below. So there's in the description bar below, you'll see a link to the blog post for this project. So I'll make sure the dimensions are there. Now, I have already stamped the wigwam, but I will do it again. And the reason for that is A, I wanted to fussy cut it, and B, I've stamped it in Memento Tuxedo Black, which once, that's what not to do. Let me just find a wet wipe. So, clean that up. Fortunately, card has 2 sides. So, keep that to one hand. Tuxedo Black is, if you read the back, fast-drying dye ink, water-based, dries quickly on most papers. When dry, stamped impressions are water-resistant. Now, we don't have coated, well, we do have coated cardstock, but the ordinary Very Vanilla is not a coated cardstock. So, given time, it will, given time and a dry surface, it will dry so that it is water resistant, which means you can use the Stampin' Write markers. You can use the Archival Black instead, and that again, once it's dry, you can use with the Stampin' Write markers. But there is a theory that you can't use Memento with the Stampin' Write markers. You can, so you can use it for both the blends and the Stampin' Write markers. So, as I say, I've already cut one out, but it's a stamp and a cut. So I'm going to colour this. Now, I'm going to, because I'm trying to limit the product so that you don't end up having to spend £200 to make one card, even though you've then got stuff to use later. I'm using Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist, and possibly Tranquil Tide. That these are the current in colour markers, and by current I mean the 2017-2019, not the retiring, which are the 2016-2018. The retiring ones, if you want the markers and you don't have them already, get them now before they go out of stock and aren't replaced. So all I'm going to do, and when you use this on Very Vanilla, it's almost the same colour as Blushing Bride, and I know that because I did a test. So it's a very close colour. It's close enough, bearing in mind it's a different surface and they're far enough apart. So I'm going to colour my little bunny here, which is gorgeous, in the powder pink. And just all of him in the powder pink. It's probably all of her, actually, isn't it? And what else should I do in powder pink? I'll do some of the stripes in powder pink. I wouldn't go heavily over the black, even if I know it's dry. I just think that's tempting Providence a bit. So we'll do a bit of that. And then just to bring in a bit more colour, we'll take our lemon lime twist and just add one of the cushions in lemon lime twist. And then I think probably I'll do lemon lime twist blobs, because the whatever it is, the frou-frou that has been wrapped round the teepee has got little blobs. And then what else should I do in lemon lime twist? Might do this cushion as well. And then the top of the teepee, I thought we'd do these little sticks in Tranquil Tide. Again, just so that it's got a little bit of colour, but not so much that it detracts from the lovely foil, but just a little bit. And then we can go back in and pick up the bits that should have been lemon lime twist that I missed. So that and that. And obviously you can do more colouring if you want, but I think this is probably one of those less is more moments. So that's going to go kind of down there. Then I want to have, oh, I forgot to bring it out, always useful. If you want to use your powder pink ink pad, although actually I don't need to. No, I don't need to use my powder pink ink pad. Stop that, because this is a red rubber set, so I can use the ink from my marker on here. You can use it on photopolymer, it's just not quite as successful. So I'm going to put some stars in the sky, and I'm just inking up with the side of my marker, and I probably want to know roughly where my stars are going. And I think I'll probably do 3 lots round, so we'll do 1 lot there. And it's very gentle, it's nothing too much. It's just a little something. 1 there. Can you see what? Yes, you can. Actually, I might do 4. And there. So that's that. And then I was going to put, but I don't think it needs it. There's a floral here, which I was going to put up here, but I don't think it needs it, so I'm not going to. What I am going to do, however, is do Welcome Little One on the inside. So, on the basis I've dropped the ink pad once, let's do it the other way up this time. And make sure I've got the stamp the right way up, which is always a good idea. And actually I might put the floral underneath the stamp. So that's Welcome Little One. And then I think I might put this just underneath. There we are. Pretty! So pretty! And while that's drying, because it might be fun to just colour that gently, I will finish the outside of the card, which just needs a bit of fast fuse. And pop that on the outside. And then this even just needs some dimensionals, and then just that tiny weeny bit there will be perfect for the top of the teepee. And my little bin, my little blue It's Recyclable bin. This is an effort, probably a vain effort, to try and keep my desk a little tidier. Otherwise it ends up looking like a bomb has landed in the middle of it, which is never a good look. So, pop that there. And then, this should be dry enough now just to add a little bit of powder pink on the flowers. And some lemon lime twist on the leaves. And then that is it done. So by the time you see this, I think, although I'm getting a bit confused as to where I am with my scheduling, because I'm getting ahead, which is always a little frightening, I think I will either be at On Stage or will have been to On Stage, or it's going to be that sort of time. So I will be bouncing around like a child, knowing what all the new stuff's going to be and also what's carrying over. But do remember, if you want a bundle of anything, so anything that is currently bundled, even if it carries over, it won't be bundled. So you need to think about getting that ordered sooner rather than later, because a bundle gives you a 10% discount over the two separate prices. So do think about that. And also all the in-colour stuff, that is going to be going. If there's any particular ribbons you want, sometimes quite a lot of the ribbons go. There was quite a big redo of ribbons last year, so whether so many will go this year, I don't know yet. So yeah. Anyway, there you are. I think that's a really cute little card. Really quick, really easy. Where are we? We're only on 12 minutes, and that included having to wipe my desk. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again very soon, I hope. Thanks a lot. Bye!